Hi everyone, welcome to Career Mindset. My name is Sandile Mthemkhulu, aka the Doctor of Soil. In today's video, we are going to talk about an interesting topic that says a successful career is oiled at every level. Imagine yourself working with two people, and one of them is always complaining, and they say the job that they're doing is beneath them, just because they have experience that they think qualifies them to be in a position higher than they're currently occupying. Or maybe they have qualifications that they believe qualifies them to be in the position that is higher than the one that they're currently holding. And you have another colleague who treats the same job with respect. He learns everything that he can, and he works as if the whole world is watching. Now the question is, which of these two will learn more and grow faster in their career? I'm sure you know the answer to that question. The question is why? It could be because the second person understands that a successful career is oiled at every level, regardless of what you are doing as your job. They probably understand that you do not begin to take your job serious after getting a promotion, because promotion simply reveals the person that you have already become. Unfortunately, many people begin to see the need for growth when the title of their job changes. Real growth doesn't only come with promotion, but it comes mainly with the change in mindset. We forget that at every level there is always something to learn, regardless of what you're doing in your job. There is a skill you can pick up. There is a perspective that you can pick up. There's responsibility you can pick up. There is discipline you can pick up, regardless of the job that you're doing. For example, if you're doing what you think is menial job, in that same job, you still have to come on time. And that is a universal discipline that we need, coming to work on time or doing things on time, regardless of what you're doing. You might be sweeping the street in your town, but you still have to come to work on time. As a CEO of an organization, you still have to come to work on time. Maybe not to come to work physically on time, but you still have to be in meetings on time. And that's a skill you can learn regardless of the job that you're doing. You might be digging trenches, you still have to be there on time. Perspective. The way you see your job, the way you see yourself, you can learn that as a skill regardless of the job that you're doing. Discipline, to make sure that things are done the way they're supposed to be done. You can pick up that skill at any level. Responsibility, that can also be picked up at any level. Owning your work, owning the things that you're doing. Whether you see this opportunity or you completely miss it, that's your choice. Sometimes the opportunity is not the position itself, but the proximity it gives you to the people that you will need later in your life. It doesn't matter whether you are a street sweeper, a cashier in retail, a merchandiser stacking shelves, an intern, a junior lecturer, a manager, a CEO, it does not matter. The truth is, every level contains lessons that will prepare you for the next level in life. But unfortunately, most people miss those opportunities because the focus mainly for us is titles and promotions. I've got nothing against titles and promotions. I think it's important for us to keep the main thing the main thing. And this reminds me of one of the most powerful stories I've read in the Bible. The story about the 10 virgins. 5 of them were wise and 5 of them were foolish. All 10 of them had lamps. And all 10 of them were waiting for the same opportunity. But there was one difference. The wise virgins brought extra oil, but the foolish ones did not. At midnight, an announcement came that the bridegroom is coming. Suddenly, everyone had to light their lamps. But the foolish virgins discovered something terrible. Their lamps were running out of oil. They had the same opportunity. They were in the same place, waiting for the same moment, but they were not prepared. While they went out to buy oil, the bridegroom arrived. The prepared ones went in, and the door was closed. The difference between those who entered and those who missed the opportunity was simple: preparation. And this reminds me of Henry Ford, who once said, "Before everything else, being ready is the secret of success." The story of the virgins is not only about faith, it is also about life and readiness. In your career, oil represents preparation. It represents skill, knowledge, discipline, work ethic, and character. And this story taught me that in your life, in your career, every day you are either adding oil or wasting it. Some people wait for promotion before they start filling their lamps. But when the opportunity comes, they discover that they have run out of oil. For example, they find out that they lack experience, they lack leadership, they lack knowledge, and they lack professional discipline. And suddenly they are scrambling to catch up. Unfortunately, by then, someone else is already ready for that opportunity. And that is someone who took their current level seriously. And that is someone who prepared for the opportunity before it arrived. I want us to close in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., who once said, "If a man is called to be a street sweeper, he should sweep streets, even as Michelangelo painted, Beethoven composed music, or Shakespeare wrote poetry. He should sweep streets so well that all host of heaven and earth pause to say, 'Here lives a great sweeper who did his job so well.'" If you watch this video until this point, I believe this message found a place in your heart. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and that helps us to reach more people who might find this message useful for them in their careers. Thank you very much.